All right, welcome back to Miss Bunny. It's been quite a while, and if you're new, welcome. I hope I can answer some of your questions pertaining to this video. These are not videos that I usually do, but I might be starting doing this a little bit more now. So basically, I'm going to talk about my progress so far with the, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, maybe not, but Tretinoin. It is spelled Tretinoin. So my dermatologist first put me on the Tretinoin gel, and this is it right here. So he originally put me on the 0.025%, and this is the gel. And at first I was seeing progress pretty much right away, but then it got worse again, which is normal to expect. Just telling you right away, this takes about 6 months to really see good progress, so just letting you know. I noticed a lot of peeling, dryness, which is very common, and it's super important to moisturize and also use a lot of sunscreen, because this makes your skin very not what's the word I'm looking for? It makes it very kind of vulnerable in a sense that if the sun hits it, you're gonna get like a rash and your face is gonna be burning like it's on fire, and it's gonna really hurt. So you want to make sure that you use a lot of sunscreen. And I got a sunscreen that is also a moisturizer as well, so that works good. It's a 2-in-1 for me. Mine's 30 SPF, I think that's what it is. It's the Eucerin brand, and for me it works great, so maybe you should invest in looking for one that is also a light like moisturizer, face moisturizer, or sunscreen. You don't want an oily one, especially since with my skin, I have very oily skin. I also have cystic acne, so it's very important for me not to be putting extra oils to clog my pores. So I was on the gel for about a month and a half, almost 2 months actually, and it just burns like anything. This gel is like amazingly, it burns so much. So then after I was on this for about 2 months, he switched me over, my dermatologist switched me over to the Tretinoin cream, and this is 0.05%. This is it right here. And the cream, I can tell you, doesn't burn. Which is interesting. It's very oily too. Well, not very oily, but it's pretty oily. I don't really like that too much. And it's a little bit calmer on the skin for me, interesting enough. Even though this is a higher percentage, my skin's reacting to this better. And you only put both of these, when I was using this, I only put this on at night, and with this I only put this on once a night. My dermatologist is surprised. I started doing it every single night. Most people, they have to do it once a week and build their way up to doing it every single night. I guess I have really tough skin because I was able to just go right into it. That might be why I got it pretty irritated at first too. But anyway, so I am now currently taking this one, and the process, I can guarantee you, is very painful. You don't want to be out in the sun too much at all. You want to make sure you wear your sunscreen, and I wear a hat because I want extra protection. I put my sunglasses on. I have pretty big sunglasses too, so it kind of protects more of my face, around my eyes especially. I want to protect because I don't want to get burning here, because that's common for me with being on the cream. And also expect it to get a lot worse before it gets better. Right now I am seeing a little bit of progress. I will give you some tips. You definitely need to use sunscreen. I don't care if you think it's going to break you out more in the long run. It's going to help, because I did the test for you. I'm a guinea pig. I thought maybe the sunscreen is kind of prohibiting, making better changes, and it got a lot worse. So definitely wear your sunscreen. Don't pick. I itch a lot at night because the cream itches more than the gel. Actually, in the middle of the night it will just start itching, which is a good sign, because that means it's working in the skin and working everything out. So I actually end up putting like cotton gloves on so that I'm not scratching, because in the morning I'd have scabbing and stuff. So maybe yours won't itch so much at night, but for me it just was pretty bad with itching, so I either keep my nails short or put those gloves on. And then I also change my pillowcase every single day, because you don't want your oils or the old cream to be stuck on your pillowcase and then you put it back on and push oils and get an infection again, which causes your breakouts, cystic acne, or just regular acne. It's gonna make it worse again. So you want to make sure you change your pillowcase often. Washing your face. Everyone's face is different. Mine's very oily. The more oily it is, you actually don't want to be washing it more, because then it's gonna dry it out and then put more oil and blah blah blah. But before you put either whichever one you're going to be using or are using, you want to make sure that you wash your face ahead of time. You want to make sure your face is very dry before you put this on, or else that can cause irritation. So I wait about 10 to 15 minutes after I've washed my face before I put my Tretinoin on. And you don't want to be using any foundation, or if you're into makeup. I know that's really challenging because you want to hide everything, but I realized that anything that you can put on your face that sits in there, it's gonna just clog pores and irritate it. I've never been a makeup fan, but for those of you that are, that's gonna cause an issue. I did a lot of research, and it's really not good to put something to cover it up, because remember, this stuff, the gel or the cream, whatever you're taking of this, it's gonna be stuck in your pores, in your bloodstream for a while, and if you put something else on it, they're going to interact together. And so if you put foundation on, it may interact bad to it. It's the same thing with sunscreen too, so you want to make sure that you find the right one. It might be a trial and error, but I will give you definitely one tip, is that you want to look for a light sunscreen, and that should help, that it won't be so oily and counteracting that the gel or the cream will try to pushing it out while the sunscreen's trying to stay in, because that will cause like a war on your face. So a light sunscreen and moisturizer really worked good for me. Let's see, what other things should I tell you? Oh yeah, the pain is so terrible. It burns, it just peels, it's terrible, but I do see progress, so I'm gonna stick with it. And I am happy that I am finally seeing some progress after a long journey and fight to this, so I'm happy about that. And I know that this Tretinoin can also help with, once you start aging, it can help with wrinkles and stuff like that, and I got a little ways to go for that. Okay, let's not lie, a long ways. But anyway, so in the long run, if I keep this up, hopefully it can even help with that too. Because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on that, and there's women that are in their 50s and 60s and they look like they're like 20. So, hey, it's pretty good even for those that don't have acne. It's a good thing to use. So those are some of my tips. I'm going to keep making some videos talking about what's been helping and not helping, possibly with these. I'll tell you if I do get a higher percentage on this eventually and whatnot, kind of keep you posted on my progress and kind of give you some tips along the way. Leave comments down below if you have any questions about either of the cream or the gel. If you want, I can also do a video that talks about more of the differences between these two. So if you are curious, leave that down in the comments saying you'd like that. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for always supporting me, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye everyone. Thanks for watching.